All right. All right, welcome to the very first Spurz and Spreads podcast. I'm Adam Ryan. These two jackasses here to the right are Chaz Brown and Patrick Castman. This podcast is basically a lifestyle podcast. It's basically about the two things that we're most passionate about. It's going to be turkey hunting and football. So, guys, we don't claim to be experts. We are just average guys telling our experiences on what we do in the woods and what we think about the game. So, guys, introduce yourselves. We got Chaz Brown here in Birmingham, Alabama.
I'm Chaz Brown. I think all of us got together right after football season, and we were kind of in the dumps because there's always that lull between that and turkey season, and that little lull right there. We came up and said we need to start a podcast. So
yeah, we don't have anything else to do.
I don't know. We talk college football every day, and then and then everything else and in between, really, as far as deer and turkey hunting. But we kind of just put it all together and thought it'd be a good idea to move forward with it and just get it up off the ground and see where it goes.
That's right. What about we got Patrick Castman? He's straight out of the turkey den's not ready yet. He's got a great background. Just know that will
come back to haunt me later.
Yeah, just know I've got some stuff for both of y'all coming up here in the future. But hey, we'll go on.
With an iPad, you can't do all that. You gotta have the MacBook to be able to throw a background up there like that.
That's right. Well, look. We all share some of the same things. We know, like I said, we mainly focus on turkey hunting and football. And with the Super Bowl coming up, there's a lot to talk about with football. And then, of course, what we all care about, which I was just telling Chaz a little while ago. I even lost sleep last night. Turkey season's too close. It's a month and a half away. So already starting to do some things, trying to prepare about turkey season and what we're going to do. Right now, I'm rolling over at night trying to think how I'm going to get my little boy a turkey. So, guys, what are some things that y'all are doing right now that is kind of preparing for turkey season? What do you do? I know we're a month and a half away. It's almost a little bit too far away to really do a lot. But what are you doing right now to get ready for it?
We're buying. We're in buying mode, right?
Yeah.
We're in buying mode.
This is when.
So we're getting our red dots, all kind of camera subscriptions going. Upping those from.
Yeah, we need 6 more cameras. We need out
in the winter time in the frost and everything. So you're getting some shiny new cameras going. That's the main part right now.
No, that's it.
So right now it's buying time when you're getting ready for turkey season, and then you got the NWTF that kind of explodes. What's that, next week?
Yeah, in a couple weeks for sure. Yeah, and then that then we can buy some more. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They've done a great
mode right now. So if you want to be a turkey hunter, it's buying. You got to go buy a bunch of stuff.
I think I've gone to the outdoor store every day for like that past last week. I've probably been 3 or 4 times just trying to wear out some anxiety, some nervous energy that I got going. I spend $100. Don't tell Summer about that, but probably every time I go.
Too late.
I need more TSS. What about you, Patrick? What are you doing?
Have y'all figured out how to write off your Tacticam subscriptions every month for your taxes? Mine are used to watch the gates of the property here.
I don't know.
I don't use mine for turkey hunting. Uncle Sam's watching.
Yeah.
Now tell us.
There's security cameras.
The turkey shack that you got up and going just for turkey season.
You got him a turkey den.
It's not just for turkey season, but it's going to come in handy when Chaz shows up. Supposed to be here for one afternoon, and he's here for 3 days.
Yeah.
You think I might could stay a couple more days and go hunting? We didn't hear nothing gobble for 2 days last year. 2 open days in Mississippi, didn't hear nothing gobble. But I got on the board with both of y'all last year, though.
Yeah, we did.
I saw Adam kill one, and you saw me kill one. Finally.
Yeah.
Because we were on a long drought.
Patrick, I don't think that was the only turkey we've ever killed together, wasn't it?
Yeah, the one you swung
The one in
across me and
Kansas.
shot that was on my side.
Yeah. Adam, he's going to do the old, on the tree, like.
It depends on where you gobbles.
Here's the thing. I was telling my son.
He gonna bump you out of the way.
Me and Chaz were at the camp the other day, and I was telling my little boy, I was telling Win, I was like, now look, if it's a big one and you try to do all that, I can't see stuff. I'm shooting him. And Chaz was like, hey, wait, Win, he ain't lying. I'm just telling you.
Yeah. That's the truth, man.
That'd ruin him if you just swung on one in front of him. Boom.
I'm gonna take him out. We're not gonna lose the deer.
Adam's
we can't do.
One of these hunters that if he doesn't see it with his own eyes, he don't believe it. It's kind of like you're turkey hunting, right? And I'm on a tree 10 yards in front of him, kind of. And then
I know.
I'm on a tree 10 yards in front of him, and I've got my binoculars on, and Adam's doing a little calling, I'm doing a little calling. Well, I'm seeing him. I got him. I can, when the woods are full towards the end of the season, you kind of got to pick your spots, and I can see him. And he's coming in there, and Adam's like, you see him? I'm like, yeah, I see him. And then, so we communicate back and forth, that bird leaves, and he gets up, and he double checks me, walks up the tree, and did you really see him? I'm like, no. Hey, next time you ask me that, just I'm gonna say no. Just pretend I said no.
And the thing is he brings this up like 5 months later. He's like, I've been thinking about this. He said, I was in the deer stand today, back where where we went turkey hunting. We had that turkey, and I saw that turkey, and you asked me, would I really see him? He's like, I just think it started pissing him off. He's like, like, what did you think I was lying?
Yeah, just pretend. You asked me that question. I'm just no, I won't see him.
I don't see him.
Like, he's fixing to commit, and then he just kind of turns around. He eases off. We wait about. Did you really see?
That was a fun. Maybe we should tell everybody what happened right before that. Should we go? Should we go into that?
Is that one of Chaz's swing and misses last year?
I shouldn't have brought that up. That's gonna come back.
That's gonna come back to haunt you this year.
I had some misses last year. I had some misses. That's okay.
I had one too. I'm not gonna say anything.
Over under 7 last year. Over or under 7 misses last year.
A little under.
Patrick said he couldn't hit an ostrich last year. All right, see, I don't even want to joke about you missing, because then it's going to be me.
Hey,
I missed too.
Just like Eddie D says, that TSS, it's the best stuff out there. It is, but you'll rain a couple of shots in a row, and then you'll try to make them again.
I made that mistake in Louisiana. How many people get an opportunity to turkey in Louisiana, and here I am on a bird for an hour at my buddy's place, by the way, who he invited me. I've killed 6 turkeys already. He ain't killed one, and I just couldn't help it.
Finger got the itch.
They just wow.
Yeah, man.
Missed him.
We'll go to your place and we'll get you a bird.
Oh God! I told him that the other day. I was like, man, I owe you. Like, we got to get it.
I made that.
He'll probably never invite me back. I hadn't seen the guy in 15 years.
I made that joke about me not missing turkeys and took Chaz tagged him along when we were up in Nebraska.
Yeah,
and I had him filming, and I didn't even say anything. I was like, I'm fixing to swing and miss right here.
This is gonna hurt
because of that comment.
I forgot about that.
Chaz has got the video on the turkey up close. I said, "There's another one up on the hill." And he pans the video out. He zooms in out there, and I didn't give him any warning. I just said, "Boom!" and missed the kill shot because I forgot to tell the camera guy.
But he's dead.
The guide says, "Hey, look right up there on the hill." It was another one that just hit, and it was actually the old bird that we were after. The guy got them mixed up, And I had just moved up to the hill, and wow! I come back, and that turkey's just.
Oh, that's good stuff.
It started good though. It was that was the most gobbling action I've ever heard in my life that morning.
Yeah, that was 2 days.
That place is pretty special. And what what they're talking about is we do a little thing. We call it the turkey tour every year, where we take Patrick's 35-foot motorhome, and we take it off road, and we're chasing
you took
turkeys.
It real off road this year. You tore you tore the flap off the back of it.
That railroad track, it come out of nowhere. Those limbs come out of nowhere. Don't give me the wheel. I don't want to drive that thing anymore. I feel terrible about that.
I got yelled at. I was playing PlayStation when Adam scratched some limbs, and he's yelling at me about it. I'm like, what do you want me to do?
I was a little stressed. I was a little stressed out. But what we do is we've done this. I guess this will be our 4th year doing this. Is that right? Right.
Yeah.
We took off to Texas, and we got catfished, and then
by the way,
I was the one that didn't kill.
I didn't kill one either.
Adam,
I didn't hear a turkey for 4 days.
He didn't kill. He apparently,
yeah.
In the non-disclosure agreements on these places that you go, if Adam didn't kill, he hates your place.
Look, no, super nice. That's because it wasn't as advertised. That's why.
I'm confused. I may have these trips mixed up, but I thought you struck first on that trip.
Oh God!
I may have that mixed up with Kansas.
See, we're moving on. We're moving on.
I said Adam's a pult away from the Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Mistakes happen, guys. It does. Mistakes happen.
The pulp's gonna be a hard one to
get.
It
wasn't a pulp.
It's gonna be hard to kill a pulp. We don't condone that.
That was a
That's
good
just an inside joke.
Yeah, but anyways,
understand that one.
Back to the catfishes.
That was the first trip.
Catfish. I was just explaining, kind of breaking up the turkey tour. We took and that's another thing. We always talked about doing these trips. Me and Chaz originally started talking about that, and then I kind of got Patrick into it, and then Chaz took me turkey, and then Chaz started taking Patrick turkey hunting. We all just kind of got addicted to it, so we said, let's go on a trip. Well, at the time, I really wanted. I want to start taking my dad too, and then I talked to them, and I was like, y'all cool if Dad goes? And now it's just like we had a blast. It's a thing we do. And now we've added another guy, Scott Pulowski, in there. You'll get to know him on the show too. But I'm sure we'll have him on several times. Me and him are actually going to Florida this year, and we'll probably do something from there. But we did that and went to Texas, and then the next year, me and Patrick, I believe, we've been waiting to get a hookup with this place in Nebraska that we've ton of success with. I'm sure we'll be saying their names and stuff later. It's an outfitter that we go to that, man, it's just, I think they have a success rate like for the past, how many years is it?
It's 94, 100%.
94 years. And I'm speeding up too fast. We actually didn't go there first time till last year, right? So we went to another place in Nebraska. So me and Patrick and Dad took off in the motorhome and hunted Missouri public land, and then went up to, that was a lot of fun with the Missouri public land. And then we went to Nebraska public land, and then hunted at the outfitter in public land. And then we all killed turkeys. We all had fun. Come back, we always hit up the casino on the way back over there. And what town is that? Where are we?
Kansas City.
Kansas City. Yeah.
Good halfway.
Harris Casino, Kansas City. Good stop. Good place to stop.
My wives love that. That's
free advertisement. We give them a lot of money. We gave them a lot of money. We might as well just get free advertisement. Yeah, Renee loved that you were there the first time. Anyway, so then last year we did something similar, but we went up to Kansas and hit some different ground there, and then went on up to Nebraska to our outfitter that we go to every year. Man, it's just something we do every single year, so you'll hear us refer to this a lot. We got a million stories, a million videos, and things like that. But we kind of clown on each other, and that's really what this thing's about. When we do the turkey tour, we're probably going to be doing it every day, talking about what we've done and what. That's why I'm not going to talk about Chaz missing anymore, because I'm already having anxiety about this turkey season. I'm afraid I may never kill another one. I don't know what that kind of freaking out.
It was with him when he missed the one in Kansas. That was Scott, wasn't it?
Scott, yeah. I almost didn't believe that, actually. I was
Which
like,
one?
What?
But you had mud in the gun barrel or something, didn't you?
Yeah.
There's mud in the barrel.
We did a little
crawl.
We had the pattern at the campground.
I remember calling Boomer. Boomer said, "What?" And I was like, "Oh, there's a gun in the barrel. There was mud in the barrel."
Why didn't anybody video
it was.
Why didn't anybody video the target practice shooting we did at the campground?
Oh, we really should do a better job of like video, and we always talk about that. We got one turkey hunt on camera. That's it. And that was the one Bodie did up
well, now that we've lifted this off, that'll help.
Brody.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're all going to try to get content, you know?
Yeah.
So.
And that's the thing, though. I'm a little torn on it. I was talking about it yesterday, actually, with a guy. I was like, man, I'm kind of a psycho out there. I don't know. I'm not really there to get content. I'm there to kill him. I'm not. I'm concerned if it is a mistake, if it is anything that could mess me up, which I know it can. I'm going to throw that thing in the ditch.
Oh God, I'd love to get content.
Now, if somebody wants to video that, but I guarantee you let me bring a camera guy, I'm also going to have a problem, because if we don't kill it, it's going to be his fault. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. Yeah, it's going to be his fault.
I want to video the video guy videoing you. I want to video your interaction with the video guy.
Well, Adam's cussed out 6 camera guys.
When you split up with Adam on one of these trips, you know you can find him by finding the Marlboro light butts. Come there. We're going to record. Adam's been through here.
I'm a little stressed. If it's not going down, I gotta get rid of that anxiety.
Do we have a picture of the truck and the motorhome after the 3rd day? And
I don't, but we could definitely. We had to
find the big truck wash, because I couldn't come pulling back up to the house with them looking like they did. Chaz went ahead and tested out that new F-150.
I don't know what those roads are called. We called them no-sir roads that you didn't want to go down, because I'm telling you, it was like trying to stay up on a
no-sir roads,
a NASCAR, speedway ramp going 15 miles an hour. You think you're going to fall down. Those things are freaking crazy.
So you've done that. You've done that a couple times on these turkey tours. Didn't we take a Lincoln Navigator through some Texas red mud? First time it's rained in like 5 months.
Just mesquite tree patch.
We
5 in the morning.
He's roosted over here, I know, and he just.
Well, we felt safe going out in it because it hadn't rained there in about 3 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we went through a tornado that night, and it just happened the ground was wet, and boy was it. You couldn't hardly get around.
That's something of. We talk about the elephant graveyard over there. That's what Texas looks like to me. Like, honest to God truth, though, you go out to Texas, it's like sportsman's paradise, right? But you go out there, and it's like, I don't see how anything lives out here. At all.
You're not seeing wildlife activity. You think that nothing could survive there.
That's why I was so like,
yeah.
I hate this place. This place, I'd never been. I didn't know. I learned evidence right there behind me. I learned.
You gotta watch your step. You gotta watch your step there.
And that's something else I learned in Texas. Don't go without snake boots. That's not a good suggestion. Not something you should do. What did we kill? 4 rattlesnakes while we were?
We killed 4, but the most memorable one, me and Patrick were set up on a bird. I think it was gobbling. We ended up getting up, moving, but it was an afternoon hunt, so we didn't have time to make a move. And about that time, I see Patrick. He's going. I'm like, what? He's like, I was like, well, hang tight. He'll go on.
The snake will go on. Yeah, no, the snake's going to go on. Just be still. It's fine.
Yeah, I wasn't wanting to ruin the hunt. I didn't want to ruin the hunt over a rattlesnake. Looking back now, we probably should have blown his head off.
Yeah, the hell with that
was
thing.
sitting there. It was about 3 feet from Patrick's tree.
Yeah,
I was like,
massive.
man, this is
I'm not playing the game with the rattlesnake.
I was over against that tree dozing off, and I just happened to look up to my left, and Chaz was behind me. I was like, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here right now.
I was already mad enough, and then I'm coming out of there.
Did the G.I. Joe roll off the side of that tree real quick, and then I was like, okay, hunt's over, and I go up there, and I'm like, that thing's stretched out there. It was a big one. Anyways, I just said, come on, let's ease on out of here, because we're
Didn't we hear?
I shot.
Didn't Adam shoot at one during that time? Didn't we hear a poof?
Yeah.
Are you talking about when I killed the rattlesnake?
Yeah.
Oh, you thought
No.
You thought I missed, and I was just lying to you?
No.
Which one? What are you talking about?
You gotta watch Adam.
Trigger finger.
That year you had to watch old Adam. Now he killed a few birds.
I've overcome some
year.
adversity. I realized that year may never happen again. So just a little depressing. But I overcame that. That was a bad year.
But Chaz got him in the red dot, so he's going to be good. He's going to be mowing down.
Chaz got him a red. Yeah, we're going to. Last year's gone. You can turn it around. Here we go. It's game. You got some good spots too, though. You learned a little bit about where you got. You got this new land or this new property that you got on that you really didn't hunt till me and you got on it, right? You only hunted it like once.
I used to go back to Mississippi to turkey hunt with y'all and Boomer and everywhere that we had rights to for forever. And then I got into watching Seek One on YouTube and just said, hey, it's as easy as asking these folks for rights, So you'd run into somebody, out at an event or something, it's got a couple 100 acres. You could own exit and ask them for permission. You just kind of piece it together. So I got a couple spots over here in around Birmingham now, along with a hunting club that's got plenty of acreage in it and plenty of turkeys. So
and that's
works.
That's kind of what I do in the off season. Honestly, is like I'm constantly asking. That's all I'm doing is trying to get new access to land. And sometimes you get a little too much. I mean, I did that when I got in that little club where I felt like when I had the bad year where I was just like spending so much time on these birds that are being hunted like crazy and just not having a lot of success. But then I'd leave and go to my camp where, I mean, it was just
you blamed it on the clubs.
No, it was me. I was pressing. That was my problem. It was me. I was
laying on the clubs.
I needed anxiety medication because I'm nuts, and I think that was the ticket. I remember when I told Chaz, like, hey, I got on something. He's like, "That's why you're killing birds."
Yeah, because you're sitting there longer.
You calm down.
You don't have that voice inside your head saying, "Get up.
Let's go."
He tried to do that. He tried doing that. He tried doing that in Kansas. He's trying to get up and run.
Let's go.
So,
yeah.
Just sit there. If you think he's left.
Well, that was my fault on the one we busted for sure. But
no, it was the old man that come walking right up.
Yeah, we should probably have that. We could.
Leg.
Let's tell that story.
That's a good one for you.
So, oh no, you're in there. So we're in Kansas, right, on this public ground, and I'm sitting there, and we hadn't really seen any other hunters at all. And I mean, we've been there for what? This is the second day, but maybe the third, I don't know. But anyway, I'd hunted one evening. I saw some birds on the side of the road strutting. I tried to make a play on them. I couldn't get anything. Couldn't. They never knew I was there. Off when I just got dropped off on the public land road right there. But then I walked about a mile all the way around the backside of that property because I kind of looked and saw where I thought they might be headed. There was only a certain set of trees. There was a big ridge, a big tall ridge that was a fence line. I said they're probably going to walk that fence line down that ridge. So I went all the way around and found one tree in the middle of this wide open field. It looks like, I mean, if you've ever been to Ireland, it looks like just rolling green hills. It was insane, like rock fences everywhere. It was really cool spot to hunt. Anyway, I'm sitting there, and I mean, I hadn't been there 15 minutes, and just called, and 5 of them just lit up, and there they were. They did exactly what I thought. They were about 100 yards away. Long story short, couldn't get a shot. It ate me up forever. I mean, the closest they got was like 65, and I thought they were further. I didn't want to take a stupid shot, so I didn't. But I knew that they were headed to those things, and I told Patrick the day before where nobody's killed anything, I don't think. No, me and Daddy killed one that morning. That's neither here nor there. But then me and Patrick, I was like, hey, somebody needs to go, and there's 5 gobblers over there. So me and Patrick go, and I was like, I got a pretty good idea where they are. Let's go. Well,
we'll get you a shot, Patrick, all that good stuff.
Yeah. Apparently, we'll get you a shot, Patrick.
We'll get you one of them, Patrick.
Yeah. So anyway, Patrick's like, Adam's had a pretty good luck. I'm going to go with Adam. He said there's 5 gobblers over here. Okay, so we go over there, and I sit down. I was like, I think they're going to be about right here. Like I showed him on the map and all that. Well, we were, what, 50, 40 yards, 30 yards from the tree.
I don't know how we couldn't see him when he gobbled the first time.
I don't know either. So we're sitting there. I mean, buddy, we are in the money. I did just a little a little purr and scratching in the leaves and nothing, just to let him know I was there. And we had a decoy. I'm usually not a decoy guy, but we had a decoy out, and it just felt right. I think we had 2 goblin actually, and then we weren't far at all, and we're just waiting on him to come down. He's up there gobbling. It's just da 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 da, and then all of a sudden I hear Patrick. He's like, Adam. I'm like, what? And I look to my right, and he's pointing, and here comes this old man. I'm talking like this bird is, I think he's about to be on the ground any minute. And this old man is just, he's what, 10 yards from us walking?
I could have reached out and grabbed his
close to you. Yeah, he was closer to you. It was kind of scary at the time. So that's kind of what you get on public land. You don't really know what kind of hunters, or maybe this old man might have something wrong with him. Maybe he can't hear. I don't want to scare the crap out of him. So I'm trying to make a decision like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And I'm just like, hey, I want him to just sit down with us. And he's like, he's ignoring. I have now decided he's ignoring me. He knew the whole time. He walks by the decoy, throws his hands up. Yeah. He just throws his hands up and then busts a bird right off the roost that we didn't even know was there, just right over there.
That was the day I made us go to the house because that happened.
Yeah.
And then
it went downhill from there.
We make a big loop, go around, get eyes on turkey.
When he says big loop, he means like 2 mile loop. Big loop.
You can see forever.
Big loop.
we make a play, make another big loop, get back in front of them, and get set up at where they want to be. Right. And dog starts barking. Oh God! Here comes. Next thing I know, here comes the dog, and he's on this. He's 10 yards from us on the fence. He's barking at us.
We got like 3 strutters out in the middle of this field, and we are crawling on our hands and knees, on our bellies, and we have been doing this for 2 hours probably. And the damn dog.
Here comes the dog's owner.
A big dog too, because you can hear him like.
We're laying there. We're laying there. Got our camo on. Got the guns hiding behind the decoy.
I was about to kick that dog.
What are y'all doing? And I just looked at him like, "Are you kidding me?
I said,
what are we doing?
We got a turkey."
You can see 4 fans over the ridge right there.
He saw him. He's like, "Oh, sorry."
So we get aggressive on them, make a play, and we see these turkeys run across the field. And I look through the binoculars and I see the old man that done busted us that morning's got his full strutter decoy sitting out there. And we watch a gobbler run all the way up there. Next thing we hear, boom, boom. So then we go and we can see him toting the turkey out of the woods. We watch him tote this turkey. Adam goes, let's sit right here.
I don't know that I've ever been as mad.
Adam wanted to keep hunting until I felt something, looked up underneath the cedar tree and felt something dripping down on me, and there was a rat, about a foot long rat, and he's pissing on me. I told Adam, I said,
all right. We just had an old man bust us up on a turkey we had 30 yards from us on the roost.
And then,
and then we get a dog bust us open, and then we accidentally bump these turkeys because we're mad, and then the old man, we scare it right into the old man's lap. Boom. Then we get to watch him haul the turkey off in my binoculars. I'm telling you, I haven't never.
Then I got pissed on by the rat. That was then.
And then you got pissed on by a rat. I was like, all right, you're right. Let's go. We'll restart.
So that was that day.
Refresh.
And then y'all came back the next day.
So the next day, and we'll kind of speed through it, but the next day, it ended up being a good story. All that work it did pay off. For me. And then so the next day we're like, all right, I still think they're gonna roost there. There's no other trees. That's where they are. I think it'll be all right. And I'm surprised they didn't spook off. But the next day they weren't exactly where they were the day before, because he probably killed that one. This is probably another gobbler. That was probably the dominant bird because he was it doesn't matter. Anyway, there's another bird behind us. Did the same thing, scratching the leaves, all that stuff. Turns out he's right behind us. We're facing this way, looking, and he's behind us gobbling. He's 50 yards behind us maybe. And we're obviously not going to move because we're on the edge of a wood line and on top of like a miniature mountain. I don't know what you call it. In Mississippi, it's a mountain, but we're in Kansas. So anyway, the turkey, it shuts up. We don't hear anything for a long time. Generally that's what happens. They hit the ground, they shut up. You don't know what to do. I'm purring, I'm calling, whatever, scratching. I'm doing it every, I don't know, 30 minutes, 20 minutes. I don't know how long we were there. I don't remember. But we eventually thought.
About a half a pack of Marlboros.
Yeah. So I told Patty was like, we were both sitting there discussing whether that was him that we heard all the way down the bottom of that hill. And we have this old turkey hunting mentor that the words repeat in my head every single turkey hunt almost. And it's, if you think a gobbler has left, he most likely has not. Or left the area, he most likely has not. And I lived by that last year, and it has definitely panned out. I mean, because really you think about it, we didn't spook him, we didn't do anything unless he just had something on his mind. But he heard us over there, he answered us, he knew we were there. And then it wasn't too much longer. I think I said something like that, and then we talked about it, and I just was like, well, let me try one more time, and I mean, he is just like right there, I mean, he's 65 yards to our left, but we can't move.
That's when Adam starts.
Yeah.
Hey, I see a shotgun barrel go like this, right?
Yeah. All of a sudden, the barrel's right here across you.
I'm just telling you, he's about to die. Yeah, so we're sitting there and we're all discussing it, and he's just staring, like they do. And he's not moving. He's just like a stone wall, just almost like, man, he ain't doing nothing. We can't.
Decoy, remember?
Something he doesn't like. He doesn't. I don't think he liked the decoy. Again, I think it's the first turkey I've ever killed over a decoy.
He didn't like this.
He didn't like me doing like this.
That cedar tree was doing like this.
Yeah, and there's a big limb though to my left, and the turkey's right behind that limb, like kind of at a point to where like you get a crick in your neck. You can't. It's not right here. It's like way back there, And
I mean, I was looking right at him. I had my ready to go,
Yeah, well, you couldn't shoot over me. That wouldn't be right. And then anyhow, so then me and Patrick, doing a lot of whispering, and finally he comes about 25 yards, and I felt like that was plenty of room for me to make a move, swing on him to my left, boom, and popped him. And we got a little video that we did just right after. I mean, you talk about getting jacked, buddy. We were on another level of jacked.
Oh my God!
Are we gonna be able to put those clips in here?
What's that Kansas bird, dog?
He's fixing the booger, buddy.
Hey, what did I just say though? I said, what did I just get out of my mouth? I said, if you think a gobbler has left, he most likely has not.
Oh, he was spooky too. He did not.
Oh, he did not like it. He could see something over there. Oh my God! I said, you think I was just shooting Patrick?
So that was the ending of reliving that story, but I can't wait to do that again.
I wish I could see Patrick's face right there.
He's kind of pissed a little bit. You could tell in his voice. It's just a little.
Just reached across him and rattled his ears.
Then after that, I think there was one goblin. If I remember right, there was one goblin off in the distance, but we had to. We had to have 30-minute photo session.
I had to take some pictures. You don't do that every day. I like to sit back and enjoy
sit up on that hill, and I'm sitting there listening to this bird gobble off in the distance.
We went after him. Yeah, we got away. And then a coyote came up, and we called the coyote. Yeah, that was kind of cool. He came in, and trying to get the landowner to give us permission because it's public, but it's. Anyway,
yeah, you touched base with him.
Walk on land. Yeah, no, I got to call him actually as soon as we figure out where we have a license or not. And
with our draw.
Yeah, whatever. And then they don't want our kind over there anymore.
These states are trying to keep our kind out.
Yeah, it's getting too popular. That's the other thing. A lot of people. I'm not getting into that today, but they like, turkey hunting's getting so popular. A lot of people. I don't like our kind out there. We're promoting it more, making it
outsiders.
Yeah, well, that's a day for another podcast. But so the coyote's coming by, and I see him, and I'm trying to think like, we need to bust this coyote's tail. Tell the landowner, oh, look at the turkey. Also, we killed you a coyote. And then we sitting there, and I try to call like a turkey, and he doesn't do it. But finally, I started thinking about like what a wounded rabbit sounds like, started just doing whatever, and that damn thing, he come on.
He came right in, but then he scooted out.
And well, he scooted out because there was also apparently called up about 30 head of cattle at the same time. you know, they were
What kind of
thinking I was
noise?
about to feed them.
What kind of noise did you used to call in the cows?
That reminds me of the bullpen bird up in Nebraska.
Oh yeah.
That was a
Which
good
one?
Yeah,
Which
whenever
one?
the coyote kicked over the decoy, or the bull did, wasn't it?
Oh, that was you. Yeah.
This
What
ain't
happened? Tell me what happened.
This isn't a cow. This is in Nebraska too. But this is at another spot. This is not this past year, 2 years ago. But the bullpen bird was. They said, yeah, you're going to go get in the bullpen. I'm thinking, you know, the risk and the liability of putting his hunters in there with an actual bucking bull, you know, is slim to none. It's just called the bullpen.
Yeah.
You
just think that's what it is.
Then turkey's gobbling, and you're sitting there, and you hear a bucking bull coming from, you know, he's about 25 yards away from you, like, oh boy, you know, and he's just looking at you.
An actual bull.
You know, you're blending in there. About that time, he comes up, and I got these brand new. I went up to the NWTF, ordered these brand new decoys. Man, they're pretty, but they're heavy. And I toted them all the way out there, and all of a sudden I look up, and it's stomping the Jake decoy. I mean, just crushing it. And I'm like, here we go. You know, boy. He stomps on it.
He just stomped it?
Stomped the Jake decoy, stomped the hen decoy.
Was there a turkey gobbling or anything at this point?
Huh?
Was there a turkey gobbling or anything at this point?
Yeah, it's still on the – yeah, the turkeys are still up on the roof.
He's on the limb when this is happening.
It's probably 6 jakes, a tom, 3 or 4 hens. I mean, it's a flock of birds up there, probably about 50 yards from us. We're just –
You had a tom up there?
Yeah, got one of them toms.
We got a tom. Had a tom. We saw a tom yesterday.
So about that time, that bull finally left us alone, left my decoys alone. Decoys on the ground look like they're dead out there, you know. And
like, what's wrong with them things?
Listen, it's about fly down time. Well, I'll be dang, I look up. The turkey shut up on the roost. Here comes a freaking coyote coming out there to those dead-looking decoys.
I forgot you told me that.
Running through there. And I'm like,
he's like, they're already dead. I'm getting them.
How are we going to pull this off? You know, because if this was an Eastern in Alabama.
Oh, he ain't coming. He ain't coming.
You ain't going to hear from him until next year. You know,
in Alabama, Mississippi, we're never going to see that bird again.
He's just going to shut up.
Ever.
Well, about that time, that coyote eases right off the field, and right behind him, here comes they're flying down, right where he just left. I said, this may work out after all. You know, well, that guide, you know, that. By the way, when you go on these places, you know that, and they got guides. They may be an elite mule deer guide or something like that, but not so much in the turkey category. They just got to be with you for liability reasons, right?
That is a fact.
And they'll go up to Walmart day before you get there and buy them the new raspiest sounding slate call that they can find.
Like, it doesn't make a sound.
About that time, I was like, hey, I looked down at him. He had hit it once. I didn't say nothing. He hit it again right after it flew down. I said, hey, don't do that again. I got you. He's like, okay.
But
that was the last day too.
We ended up killing that bird, and he ran in to jump on top of that Jake that was laying dead. So that bull may have helped me out.
He might have worked out. Like old bullpen bird.
He come.
I wish I had a picture of the old bullpen bird.
I slept.
I knew we were going to talk about it.
Why did I sleep in that morning?
Yeah, I slept in too.
Taz was back by 8 o'clock
for a film hunt.
Yeah, we should have filmed that hunt. Yeah, you were supposed to go film that hunt, weren't you?
And I didn't.
Boy, thanks. Good job. Way to go, friend.
The Miller Lights were tasting too good the afternoon before.
Yeah.
Oh God.
What off turkey topic? Who's going to win the Super Bowl?
Yeah, that is a good question. Who is favored? Let's look at this thing.
49ers will win. 49ers will win.
The Chaz Brown prediction is the 49ers will win. Now, let's see.
I think weren't they favored 3.5?
NFL.
Started there.
Oh, San Francisco by 1.5. Honest to God, I did not expect that.
Actually, I think it was up above 3, and it's gotten all the way down to that. You know, it's easy to go with Mahomes, but I do think the Niners pull it out this year.
All right, so I'm 100% pulling out for the Niners. I'm pulling for the Niners. But, well, I don't know. I don't care. I'm a Saints fan, okay? But, I mean, it's hard for me to I really was surprised that they were favored because, I mean, Purdy versus Mahomes. Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm not dogging Purdy. He's doing awesome. However, versus Mahomes, then you think about Andy Reid. He's got a lot of success, a lot of, it's just those two guys there. Plus, I like the running back. What's his that Chiefs running back? Pacheco.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
He's nursing a hurt foot, though.
Is he really? Okay.
But that's the great thing about the NFL is that they got Edwards-Helaire right behind him, who's got.
Where did he play at?
Yeah.
The LSU Tigers. I think you know about that. Hey, Patty, you know what this is?
That's got to be a new one. Ain't that other one way there?
This is a much cleaner voodoo hat. That's right. I'll bring that out if Edwards-Helaire gets in.
That one ain't going to work anymore.
Yeah, it worked in the national championship baseball game last year. But anyway, we'll keep going. Sorry, Super Bowl. All right.
I think the Chiefs.
I do. Out. Who is?
Chiefs.
What's your give me a little context on the Chiefs prediction?
Why they win?
Yeah.
They've been there, 4 out of the last 5 years?
Mm-hmm. They got a little experience. You're right. Kelsey's phenomenal.
Yeah.
They haven't – it's hard to fathom, but Patrick Mahomes, since he's been in the NFL, has not fallen short of the NFC or AFC championship. Imagine that.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
He lost one to Brady.
He's only lost one.
The one he lost was Brady, I think. And then didn't they just basically their defense just choked out Lamar Jackson and the Ravens?
Yeah, you're right.
Didn't the Chiefs just shut them down? They scored like 12 points.
You're right. But to be honest, I didn't think that was going to happen either. So they've just proven everybody wrong, and then you got the 49ers who honestly if you look at the Lions game, you almost feel like the Lions gave it away. With the fourth downs and the
gave it away.
Yeah, I'm just saying there was a bunch of. I'm just saying where the Chiefs have beat the Ravens, beat the mess. Where they've come over some pretty. I don't know. I don't want to cut them short because you look at Christian McCaffrey and Purdy, and then Kittle. Nobody talks about Kittle. Kittle's unbelievable, and then
they got more weapons.
Their defense is just stupid good. I don't know. It's going to be.
So we got 2 picks for the Niners and 1 for the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm going Niners. Who's going to cover? -1.5. What we got?
Chiefs.
Chaz.
Niners.
You got them winning by.
I'm going Niners too. I'm going Niners covering.
I saw where the bet.
Even though everything I just said opposite.
Yeah, that's
the weekend.
That's the great thing about it. And here's the thing. I would say that we need to let everybody know that we're college football enthusiasts.
Yeah. This is not our expertise.
We're football enthusiasts, but college football.
Let's be
NFL. We're not as brushed up on.
So we're going to have our picks. We're going to talk about NILs and all that stuff leading up to the season. But when we get to the season, we're going to be lights out. We're going to get y'all some picks out there in the first month of the season, I know.
Yeah, that's usually
before everybody gets hurt. We can pick games. When they get hurt with the transfer portal, I'm not sure. But first month,
Chaz can pick them right.
I was about to say Chaz's picking abilities are pretty good.
But when we get Mush on, if Chaz disagrees with Mush, that's a super lock.
What he's talking about, Mush. Matter of fact, Chaz, you tell us who Mush is, please.
Mush.
Or Patrick.
It came off that Mafia movie. Hold on, look up Uncle Mush in the Mafia movie. Hold on.
It was the Uncle Mush in the Mafia movie. Basically,
it was Brooklyn's.
You can get rich betting against whatever. Go the other way.
Whoever go the other. The point is, go for it.
We're gonna have. He's basically a real life Uncle Mush off this movie, and he is a real life jinx. So when he picks one, he's gonna go. That's a lot. You just go the other way, and when you do that, you will win thousands of dollars.
Just whatever you put up, you're going to win. Just bet against him. That's what you're saying.
But that's exactly what I'm saying. Now, here's the thing. You got to watch him because he'll rattle off so many projections and good bets that when he does hit every now and then, when he does, it's one that nobody in the world saw coming. Like this year.
Yeah.
This year, the bet with Patrick after Florida was 5-1.
We were 5-2, and before the season started, he said Florida would not win more than 5 games this year, and we were sitting at 5-2.
And he doubled down and bet Patrick that they wouldn't win another game. And they didn't. And they didn't, and hit it. You know. So I
Oh,
mean,
jeez.
he is mush the jinx, but he does randomly. You may want to go with him because he's going to throw something out there that's crazy, and it's going to hit, and he's going to. I told you the whole time. You know.
I'm looking forward to the interaction. If y'all haven't heard it, but the interactions between these two guys and Uncle Mush is it's gold.
It's a Bronx
is.
Tale.
I wish I had him on
chest.
right now.
A Bronx
actually.
Tale. Yeah, watch the Bronx Tale when they go to the racetrack. The big mafia godfather. He's up
Eddie
there.
Mush.
So we all used to work together at one time. That's how all this goes. But we have a friendship with this guy that they call Uncle Mush. That's the story. So I wish I had him on right now, actually. But we will have him on in the future. Speaking of Florida schedules, we don't necessarily have to get into that right now, but we can kind of. So that's something we can do in the next pod. I say let's go ahead and break down the Florida schedule, Chaz. Since right now it's kind of what.
It ain't much to break down. It's going to be pretty much.
It looks like a stellar season for
coach,
the upcoming.
The second month of the season.
Florida
probably,
Gators, and
Like
the first seven make the last five look real easy.
Can you tell
The
everybody
last
why
five games are.
Can you tell everybody why you're a Florida fan, Patrick?
His his dad's uncle's cousin's brother mowed the grass in Gainesville at the practice field. That's how Patrick became a Florida fan.
Adam and
Tom Petty.
Adam wants to become a Florida fan because of Tom Petty.
I love Tom Petty.
He loves Tom Petty.
Tom Petty Day. I wish I had the video of the lady confronting me because I said I love Tom Petty, and she got offended. I don't know. I guess those Florida fans get offended when you talk about Tom Petty. You got to watch out.
I was at the swamp for Tom Petty Day, and it was a packed house, and they were taking it serious.
And we beat him like a
drum.
drum.
Tom Petty to the top of his lungs, and all the local Tom Petty lovers hated him.
Now I'm curious to see how. I know how Florida season is going to go. I'm curious.
We're playing
to see.
Starkville.
Yeah, we're going to go right over there, and it's going to be like old school. If you lose to Mississippi State, you're fired. That's going to be Billy's eject notice right there after we.
So you're saying y'all State beats Florida? Is that what you just said?
I do, but I don't have high hopes for State schedule either. It's
also
a monster.
Chaz is a State fan.
I haven't looked at LSU's schedule yet, but State's is a monster. It's about fourth or fifth hardest in the SEC. Florida being the number one schedule as far as difficult wise. I haven't looked at LSU's yet, but it's going to be interesting.
Me and Tyler Stout are headed to Las Vegas, Nevada for the season opener in September on Labor Day, playing USC.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah, that should be
a good one.
USC this year?
Yeah.
So you got USC on top of the.
Y'all should come to Vegas. We'll do a podcast.
So you open with USC, and then you've got to run the gauntlet of.
Yeah, dude, we're playing Oklahoma. I think Texas. I mean, we got a now. Obviously, Alabama every dang year.
Florida.
Nah, they're fine. Dan Napier, Sunbelt Billy. I said Dan Napier. That's a guy from high school. Anyway, Billy Napier. But yeah, Sunbelt Billy. And then, I mean, it's not gonna be easy. So I mean, people act like, oh, this is a year. So like, I'm a little concerned. I think Nussmeier's gonna have a great year. I do think that. However, if we don't get the defense together, it's just gonna be another last year. I mean, we'll be lucky to have another last year.
I never dreamed that LSU would give
Me
up
either.
40 or 50. You know what I'm saying?
Me
That
either.
just don't even sound right.
Me either. I mean, we've got a great recruiting class coming in, though, and the 2025 recruiting class is like number one in the nation, I think. Then we got the number one quarterback, the number one wide receiver, and number one DB, I believe.
See all that.
No, running back.
They'll decommit or transfer
until you're there.
Transfer portal.
And you've got your NIL deal, and you're there on campus. You know, and they may pay them award
Who's that A&M guy right now?
The University of Florida did. They paid that quarterback with award dollars. He showed
Rashad.
up.
They paid him with award dollars.
Giving me $15 million. He said, "See ya."
It was mush dollars. Yeah.
They just got rid of one of the guys that was in charge of making all those calls to kind of sweep that under the rug. You know,
It's amazing they just got rid of
duty. Yeah.
No award dollar in this NIL stuff's crazy. You know, when you peel it back, you see all them Texas A&M recruits go in there for the money.
I was just about to say, they got this Texas A&M guy right now that we're trying to get 5-star. What's his name? Dang it. anyway, DB, 5-star, going to A&M, committed to A&M, been solid commitment to A&M. Now he's lost a coach, and now he's opened up for recruiting again. It's LSU, Georgia, and A&M. And it's like they were talking about how he did a non-official visit to LSU, and that was real important to him to meet the staff and all that. I'm like, man, y'all get out of here. That man is.
He just wanted to dance. He just wanted to dance with Brian Kelly.
It might have
We
a
want to
little.
go dance with Brian Kelly on that.
Got to be a part of the family. Yeah, got to be a part of the family. But it may have a little bit to do with it. Let's be clear. Yeah, whatever. Whoever the PR guy, I hope they fired that guy. I mean, my God. Or can we get a normal coach just one time, just normal, just a regular guy? We got Les Miles, and then we got Brian Kelly. Think he's going to be fine? I know. I love BK. I'm just saying he's dancing and doing the family thing. And I'm like, God, guys, can just one normal person, just one.
Let me tell y'all what I'm so excited. Like, it couldn't have hit any better. It's right after the season, and I'm on the radio I'm listening to 94.5, Paul Feinbaum show. It's on break. And I check Twitter while I'm going down the road, and I see Nick Saban retired. And
Alabama's burning. That's what all the LSU guys are saying.
For 17 years, and when he retired, I'm telling y'all, this Alabama radio over here has lost their mind with the NIL and transfer portal. It was good when they would reach out there and get Ohio State's #1 wide receiver, get them in here, ball with them. But now that they're losing and their players are hitting it, every radio station is going to fix the NIL and transfer portal. Every one of them. That's what they're doing.
Now it's a big concern. Now it's a problem.
Welcome to the life we've all been
living.
Welcome
to our world. Okay. Yeah.
How many people did the University of Alabama fire over the last 10 years? You know what I'm saying? Like, holding that candle.
I was so excited. I was deer hunting with my little boy with Wynn, and we were on the ground, and there is a deer 10 yards. I swear, 10 yards from me to my left. I stopped what I'm doing to text y'all that Nick Saban just got retired. I was like, did y'all see that?
It was a marvelous afternoon. It was.
He couldn't have ruined my day. I don't care what happened after that.
That was on my birthday, and I was very.
That was your birthday?
Yeah,
that's great news.
And somebody called and told me if these Alabama fans could read, they'd be devastated right now. I didn't come up with that. I'm just repeating something.
That was a good birthday, but unfortunately,
birthday.
your football schedule probably came out right about that time.
That's what I'm most excited about coming in next year. By the way, they went out and got an incredible coach, but you let that Sungun lose in the first month of the season.
9-3, and they're 9-3, and they're yanking him. Get him out of here.
They're so crazy.
You let that poor Sungun lose.
You're like, I think Saban's time's come to an end. Not too long. How about them acting like he's dead too? Like, what's that?
Yeah,
guys,
he's oatmeal cream pies underneath the statue. Like
Brad. I saw one of the guy we know put on there. He's like, guys, he's not dead. He's going fishing. Like, give him a break.
He's actually golfing with 50 Cent and Travis Scott. That's what he's doing right now. He's golfing with 50 Cent and Travis Scott. Like last week.
Sounds
like he's at Lake Tuscaloosa.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've been at this thing about 52 minutes. Anything else you guys want to touch base on before we wrap this thing up?
I don't want to get Chad started on postseason college baseball because he gets his feelings.
We do have college baseball. How about that? We'll put that on the agenda for next week. We'll dive in a little deeper about what we're doing for turkey season, how we're getting our vests ready, where we're running cameras, how we doing that, are we looking for roosts, things like that, all those different things that we're doing, getting fired up, what we're buying, because we're buying something.
I haven't been out yet, but everybody at my club's fired up. A bunch of buddies fired up on coon traps. I think they've got 6 or 7 already.
And that is a conversation. That is what we should be doing now.
We're taking
conservation
for a couple of weeks,
and we can talk about that. I've got a dude that does a lot of trapping. He's into that. We could get him on and have some of his insight too. We also plan to have plenty of guests lined up. We've already talked a lot, but we're going to lock them down here soon, and we'll have them on. Hopefully some people that you guys already know. So I'm sure you'd love to hear from them. But that is it. That's a wrap for the very first episode of Spurz and Spreadz podcast. And I'm so glad you get to Yar.
That's borderline criminal.
We'll describe that. We'll go into that later.
We need the whole picture. I couldn't get the whole photo. I could only crop out a certain area. So.
That's a good one.
Adam Ryan Child Star.